Welcome. In this session, we'll analyze the Robert F. Kennedy case again using the human resource frame to enable you to become more familiar with procedures as well as become more accustomed to a focused and disciplined approach to analysis. Students do have the option of analyzing a different approved case study that is relevant to their professional interests. Bowman and Deal note that although each separate frame gives you a unique perspective, when used in combination, they provide a more complete understanding of the multidimensional nature of problems and alerts you to the need for multifaceted solutions. I hope by the end of this course, you'll be able to use 4 frames in analyzing a case study. House systems are often used in large high schools to increase the contact between students, teachers, and administrators. For example, a high school with 2,400 students may create 12 houses with 200 students in each house. This helps to ensure that students are known, have more opportunities to participate in school governance, clubs, intramural sports, and other events. This is particularly important to students who may be academically at risk or may drop out of school. House systems are typically embedded in a school district's bureaucratic structure that is hierarchical in nature. In other words, a school within a school. They may vary in configuration from having all administrators counseling students' homerooms and instruction within one house, as is the case with RFK, to those that may have administrators, counselors, and students' homerooms in the house, but have instruction delivered across the school. In some, there are several possible structural configurations for a house system. An organization chart of Robert F. Kennedy High School looks like the next slide. Again, notice that there are vacancies in the administration, and the department heads have no line authority in respect to the house masters. This site plan of RFK during the first year of operation depicts it as an open campus and with relatively self-contained houses. During the second year of operation, the campus tightened up security and public access was only possible through the main door. Let's talk about the case analysis process. Several general principles derived from qualitative research methods have been adapted and presented as steps in the case analysis process. Step 1. Read the case study. In qualitative research, your data are embedded in the case study. That's the descriptive narrative. Thus, it's essential that you are familiar with the context, the nature of the organization, and case events. Read the case study thoroughly, as well as the supplementary information provided in the section titled Human Resource Issues and Options. Step 2. Know the major theories. You need to understand the basic tenets of human resource theories. Use your notes, the text, PowerPoints, and short YouTube lectures available online. This is not a memory exercise. Step 3. Identify case study events that reflect human resource issues at RFK. You may find it useful to use a back and forth process. It involves moving from case events to HR theories and then reflecting on case events. This process will help in aligning events with theories. Step 4. List the HR events in chronological order as they are presented in the case. You may enter them in column 1, Review Events, of the case analysis sheet that is included in the syllabus for this purpose. Let's take a look at the next slide to see how this is done. You'll notice that some events that you categorized previously as having structural implications may also reflect HR issues. This is not unusual, as many events are multidimensional. Just be sure that you keep your focus and analysis within the HR frame. Step 5. List the HR theories in column 2, Review Theory and Concepts, that may help explain these HR events. You may find that some HR theories may apply to several events in the case study. That is acceptable. When you write your analysis, you may bundle these events together and then explain them using that one theory. I'll show you how to do this in step 6 and in writing the analysis section of your paper. As you can see in column 2, one theory may be used to explain several events. Also, you'll need to use multiple theories to do your analysis. I would suggest that you use review your notes, readings, PowerPoints, and YouTube videos on these theories before you begin to write the concept and analysis sections of your paper. Step 6. Analysis. There are several tasks that need to be completed to do your case analysis, including 1. Align events with relevant theories. See the example on the case analysis sheet, column 2. Then, 2. Group or bundle events that fit one theory and create sections of your analysis that correspond to these bundled theories. Look at the example. In this slide, you can see how I've combined or bundled similar events under a theory that will be used in your analysis. Essentially, I'll be using 3 HR theories to analyze the case study: motivation, leadership, and theories in action. Next, begin your analysis section by writing a broad yet concise overview of the purpose of the HR frame, and then present the human resource frame assumptions. Then write up each separate section of your analysis: motivation, leadership, and theories in action. Each section of your analysis will follow the same sequence or steps in the template below. Recap events, recap theory, and then discuss events using theory. Here's how you should prepare your analysis paragraphs. First, the introduction or the overview of the HR frame. Then, each section, for example, motivation, will recap events, then recap theory, and then discuss explaining and linking events to theory. Then go to leadership using the same template, and then go to theories of action using the same template. Step 7. Recommendations for corrective action. After using HR theoretical concepts to analyze the case study, you should be in a position to make recommendations for corrective action. Your recommendations should emerge from the analysis. They shouldn't be random ideas. In other words, there's no need to wing it. Your recommendations should fall out of the analysis point by point and should be consistent with the HR frame. Look at my analysis on the next page. Your recommendations may focus on achieving the stated goals of the school and use several human resource strategies to accomplish that end. For example, you may want to consider using motivation concepts to solve identified problems as well as enhance the functioning of the school. Your actions may include creating conditions that provide a foundation for improving staff motivation, as well as thinking about how to support individuals as they strive to meet their own higher level needs. In this regard, you may also use team concepts, HR leadership approaches, and motivation strategies to satisfy staff needs. This slide lays out how you align your analysis and recommendation sections. Step 8. Critique the theoretical perspective. A critique of the theoretical perspective, in this case the human resource frame, that you use to analyze the RFK case should include a review of the basic assumptions of the HR frame. It's people-focused. and then the strengths and weaknesses of this theoretical perspective. Each of the 3 sections will have separate headings. Remember, this is not a discussion of individual theories, although you may use them to illustrate your point. This slide lays out your task to critique the HR frame. Look at the last column on the right side. Again, here's the framework that you'll need to use in the critique section of your paper. First, what are the assumptions of the HR frame? Second, what are the strengths of the HR frame? And lastly, what are the weaknesses of the HR frame? I'd like you to use the HR case analysis critique sheet as one guide when you write your paper. As you can see, the number of pages range from 8 to 10. Because people have different writing styles, the number of pages may be greater than 8 or 10. Just be thorough. If you have any questions about the paper, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks.